Okay, let's begin. Good afternoon, Jericho and Rochelle and Len. This is March 7th, Wednesday. It's about 4 p.m. and I wanted to make a video, take a little walking tour and show you guys where Nora and I live here on the island of Leyte in the province of Southern Leyte. We live in the municipality of Macrohon. I am standing at the beginning of the dirt road that goes to where we live there. So if you go this way, that goes this right now. I'm standing in what's called Upper Ichon, Barangay Upper Ichon. That's the new name. The old name is Barangay Lumbang. And if we continue going this way down the road, down, where's my finger, this way, that goes from Upper Ichon to Ichon, which goes to the main road. If you turn right, you go to Macrohon, which is the provincial capital. If you turn left on the main road, you go to Macrohon proper. We live in the municipality of Macrohon. So after Ichon, which is by the main road, and then Upper Ichon, where I'm standing now, and then if we were to turn left on this road, going back this way, then this goes to another barangay called Leyte. If you saw the pictures of me planting rice, that's where that rice field was. And then after Leyte is Barangay Ichon. And then it splits off like a fork in the road to Barangay Danau on the right and Barangay Sindangan on the left. And if you continue on the road for Barangay Sindangan, that goes over the mountains to Barangay Ginabonan, Barangay San Isidro. And then after San Isidro, you go back down the mountains towards the coast again to the next municipality, next town of Malitbog. Okay, so I'm going to walk and talk as we go and tell you a few things, and hopefully you will see some interesting stuff. And this is where we live, and we love it here. We used to live in the municipality of Macrohon when we lived in Ichon, where Nora's family, a lot of them live. And Macrohon, we just both like a lot better. We both like. It's more peaceful here, more provincial. No problem for water where we're at. Believe it or not, being on an island, I guess maybe you'd think there's not a problem for water, but there is. Some of the places, there's not, like in Pananawan or Libho, there's like no water. And then like here, we have a really good, so we live near a source. If I can go up there, I'll try to go up there and show you by video. And the other places I told you about, Sindangan, even Leyte, Ichon, Danau. Even Danau has super strong water supply. A lot of rice fields up there. Majong hapon dong. Kamusta? Shy today? Usually he always greets me. Now this pig is so funny. He was a lot smaller before. And he would always come running to me as far as his rope would let him come, like he's like I'm lonely, come talk to me. And he's still kind of approaching. Now, what do you have to say today? Huh? You're going to be somebody's lechon here pretty soon. You're too big to be aslonon, so they're going to be roasting you soon. It's funny, this is the only one I've ever seen that is this color. They're always usually, you know, white or pink or whatever you want to call it. But he's the only one I've seen so far that looks like that. Here's a papaya tree. Hello! Video para sa akong pamilya sa US. Video tour. This is papaya. Good afternoon. Native papaya. Dong, kamusta dong? Shy? Okay, now that's one variety. You notice the green stems and green leaves. There's another one here with violet. And there's another kind, I can't remember if we have one on our road that gives, instead of the green papayas, it gives yellow ones. Really bright yellow. And they're different shapes too. Here's the one, the violet. Oh, and Rochelle, there's a Sile Labuyo coming up. I'm going to show you. Bush plant. Good afternoon. Kamusta? Okay lang. Yeah, the Labuyo though, it's dry and no leaves and no fruit. I don't know what's going on with it. That's the one, Rochelle, where I told you the neighbor gave us chilies that we got the seeds for you from. Here, these. Not much really going on with them right now. I don't know if they like go dormant something, because these are dry. These are like sticks. These are dead too. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know if they go dormant and then come back or what. I have no idea. You would probably know better than me. This is kind of okay. But anyway. Kamusta, amigo? Amen ko. Video para sa akong pamilya sa US. Remembrance. Yeah. Say hello. Unsay imong ngalan? Oh, wow. Guwapo ka. Ikaw pod. Okay, bye-bye. Bye. Salamat. So, continuing down the road, all the neighbors are really friendly. There's bananas. See, can I zoom? Sorry if this is bouncing around. There. These are not even close to being ready yet, but banana trees everywhere. If we ever have our own property, that's what I'm going to do, is plant a lot of banana trees. They're so easy to grow. And this house, they've been renovating for a while now, but they just got the roof up on it a few days ago. Nice roof. But they've been working on this thing for a while and doing a lot of renovations, so apparently they're going to make some major changes to it. And here's a papaya tree that's got like one papaya left on it. You see that because when people pick them to eat, you could just slice them open, eat them normal, or if you take like a cheese shredder and you grate them, cheese grater. And this is malunggay. Rochelle, I don't know if you know what malunggay is or not. Here's up close. Malunggay is a vegetable you can eat. It's like one of the highest sources of vitamin C in the world. These giant things next to me, this is carlong. You eat the roots. Carlong is something like kamote. And these leaves here, this plant is cassava. Rochelle, I'm sure you and Bubba know what cassava are. Maybe Len too. Maybe you have cassava in Jamaica, not sure. So, and pandang. Probably you remember buko pandang. That's what these leaves are, is the pandang. And some more neighbors here. That is a tapahan that's not in use anymore, copra dryer. Chicken coops. Pig pens. Ducks. The only ducks I've seen on the island of Leyte, by the way. And sorry if the camera's bouncing. I've got it hooked on my little mini tripod I'm using as a handle to try to minimize the bouncing, but I guess, I don't know, maybe that's not working out too well. Sorry, Lenny. I'm not a good photographer or videographer. I'll try not to move this thing too quickly. I know that's annoying when you're trying to look and see what's going on. Hope that's better. Anyway, I've got like an hour and 47 minutes left on this battery. Empty 32 gig memory card. So this is the road how we walk home. We walk a lot. I mean, we ride motorcycles sometimes. Habal habal. Tricycles kind of come up here, but not really. It's only the guys that live up here generally. Here's a bunch of neighbor kids. It's about 4 p.m., so a lot of them just got off school and they're heading home. This house, one of the boys that lives here, his name is James. Very hard working, very good boy. Mahjong hapon. Kamusta ka mo?
Okay na. Hoy, nilagyan ng nanay.
Take a look. Video para sa akong pamilya sa US. Wanna say hi?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Kamusta ka mo?
Okay na.
Okay, very nice. Guwapo o guwapa. Okay, bye-bye. Amping.
Bye-bye.
James, ¿cómo está James? Smile, say hi. Okay, so just continuing on. This is what we see every day when we walk home, or if I go out in the morning walking or jogging for exercise. I usually do some of my jogging on this road because not quite where I started, but just about down up here to where it's going to fork is 400 yards. So I run back and forth like intervals, 400 meters at a time. There's an old shanty house. People live in up there. I've seen them go in and out, but I've never really got to talk to them or anything. And then lots more banana trees, as you can see. There's it's called tapahan, copra dryer. I have other videos I can show you about harvesting and drying the copra. That's the coconut meat inside the coconuts once it's too old to harvest for food, for like, you know, shredding for coconut, for baking and foods and stuff. When it's too old for that, it's harvested, dried, and shipped to Cebu after it's taken out of the shells to a company, a plant that processes it to make coconut oil. So that industry is called copra, harvesting copra. It's a major industry here in the Philippines, especially on the island of Leyte. And that is my friend. He's building a... Noy, kamusta? Kapoy ka? Kapoy ka? Okay. Ikaw ang sobrang masipag. He's building a pen. He's building a pen for his chickens. I have a little chicken ranch in there. So before we get all the way home, there's a little hill here. We call it the call center. It's the only place where you can get like really super clear signal on the cell phone. But it's a beautiful view. I want you guys to see the view. There's a cow. And you might be able to see way down there down the road that cement sign. Every barangay has these signs. Usually if it's on a through road where people are going back and forth to other places, there's two. There's one as you're now entering, and one you're now leaving. We only have one because we're at basically a dead end. Adjong hapon. And anyway, this sign was so black and like covered with algae, and you couldn't even hardly read it. Hello. Humana sa school? So we had fiesta last month, and here in the Philippines we have something called, in Tagalog they say bayanihan, or in Bisaya, Cebuano, tinabangay. It's basically like, means like community service or like good deeds. So people were doing things, cleaning up, chopping weeds, hanging banners. So my tinabangay was cleaning this sign. It was black. Nora took some pictures. I'll put in this folder on my hard drive so when I show you this video you can see what the sign looked like before and after. So these signs, they always tell you like what barangay you're in, what municipality, and they'll say, you know, like hello and, you know, different greetings. And they always have the name of like the barangay captain and the barangay officials like secretary, treasurer, kagawads, whatever. So that's ours for barangay. Oh, I forgot to mention, yeah. So we're going to Barangay Santo Nino is the new name. The old name was Barangay Ahag. So now this hill I was telling you about, the call center. Oh, here I have a joke. I'll show you guys a joke. You'd probably say, yeah, it was a dumb joke, Dad. So in the Philippines, we have three kinds of coconut trees. We have your typical straight coconut tree. We have left-handed coconut trees. And we have right-handed coconut trees. Get it? Okay, anyway. Ha ha ha. So now we're gonna go up on Signal Hill. So we're gonna go up here. And at the top, there's a really cool kamalig. That's a shanty house. In Bisaya, we say kamalig, or in Tagalog, bahay kubo. More cows. And I'll be huffing and puffing while we're going up here. That would be the most perfect spot for a house, because the 360 view. It's always windy up here, nice breeze. We come up here a lot to make phone calls. Here's another tapahan. I'll give you a close-up view so I can catch my breath. Okay, hold on. This is where they, whoops. I think you see this guy. You always got to watch for spiders. A lot of poisonous spiders here. Some huge, some bigger than my hand. But here's the tapahan. And doesn't look like they've used it yet, or not very much. They just finished building this thing maybe a month ago. And this is bamboo that they split open and made flat. That's bamboo, of course. These slats are bamboo. Those are obviously the empty coconut shells. That's a lubi, well, lugi or lubi that they never opened yet. And so what they do is they chop off the husk, split open the shell in half like that, dig out the meat, they put the white meat here, then they build with charcoal, uling, inside here, this pit, a fire. And it literally is as hot as hell when they get this fire going. It, you know, coconut, everything of the coconut, the shell, the husk, even the leaves, super high carbon content, but especially the shells. They make charcoal out of the shells. There's two kinds of charcoal here. Uling kahoy, which is made from wood, and uling, I don't remember the name for the one from the coconut shell, but super high carbon content, and it burns so hot. Everybody uses it for cooking and boiling water, and man, does it burn. So when they get that fire going with all that charcoal, ooh, it is hot. Really hot. And it dries out the coconut meat, and then they put it in sako bags, which is kind of like if you think of what a gunny sack is, but it's not made out of burlap. It's made out of basically rice bag material. Full bag of the copra is probably about 35 to 50 kilos. And then they bring these bags to the copra buyer, and then they get loaded in a vessel at the port of Masan and shipped to Cebu. So here's part of the view I wanted to show you guys. And you can see by the movement of the trees, maybe you can hear the wind. It's just always so nice up here. If this hill belonged to me, I would totally build a house up here. The view is just incredible. And I'm gonna go up a little higher after I get done blabbing in this position. And you can kind of see the ocean over there from where I'm standing, but you get a much better view where I'm gonna go in a minute. But anyway, it's just really nice here. This position specifically, but also just where we live. I'm so happy. My life is just, it's just been one unbelievable blessing after another living here. And all the involvement with the church and the tracts distribution Nora and I have been doing, and my exercise and losing weight, reading, a lot of reading time. That's been such a pleasure. And a lot of Bible study time. And here's a better view of the ocean. Excuse me. That smoke you see is people burning leaves. Usually pile up all the old dry stuff and burn it. Sometimes you'll see it so smoky where you think there's a forest fire, but it's not. So let's go see the ocean. We're that close. Walking about 30 minutes. Motorcycle about 5 or 10. From the house probably 10. From where I started making this video about 5. So, since we're up here, I'm going to take you all the way up there. You can barely see probably through those trees the kamalig. And there's an older lady. I'll tell you, if I can remember when we get by her house, she sells kamote because she grows it up here. And that's her property. And the kamalig is for when there's the workers up here that are taking care of the place. They either just take their rest there or cook there, change their clothes, but if they want, sometimes they stay overnight. So here's some more. I'll stop periodically and show you some more of the views. Let me get here in the shade. The sun is so hot. That's one thing here I've had a tough time getting used to, is the heat. The humidity is not bad for me, but the heat, whoa. Basically from the hours of 8 a.m. to about 3:30, it's tough. I really suffer from heat rashes if I get direct exposure to that hot sun like that. So usually I wake up about 3:45 to 4:30 in the morning, depending on where I'm going to exercise. Nora exercises a little bit with me sometimes, or does a little harness. And so I, from say like 4:30 to like, there's the ocean again, 6:30 in the morning, I get the exercise done by 6:30. Get in the house, take a shower, eat, and do my whatever, reading, writing, Bible study, whatever. Doing laundry with Nora. Then we have lunch, take siesta, and then in the afternoon, if there's errands that got to be run locally, like in Ichon, getting bread or whatever, or eggs, and you know, other things. And then if I take my afternoon exercise sessions, I do those starting at about this time. Try to finish up before 6, because at 6 it starts getting dark. And when the sun sets here, it sets quick because we're so close to the equator. It just drops. This is not locked, so maybe somebody's here today. There's some more of the view I was telling you about. I'm gonna go around up here the other side too. Show that one. Oh yeah, somebody's here is a case to a sundang, somebody's bolo. So it's not really doing anything now, but there was a garden here before. Oh, there's the yellow papaya. I can show you the papaya. There. As opposed to the green one I showed you earlier. And the beautiful view. Here you can see the ocean better here, except for the coconut tree right in the middle of the shot. And then over there, somebody's clearing. Probably going to start planting something there, or maybe build a house, but probably planting. Even in the higher elevations, you can put rice fields as long as you have water flow. Okay. And I'm not going to go all the way up there, but if I went up there about another 5 minutes to the crest, then you can see down like going to Leyte, and there's another view of the rice fields where I was planting rice before. Oh. Majo! Majong hapon, kamusta? Video para sa akong pamilya sa US. Remembrance. Sabi ko, nindo kaayo diri. Salamat sa Diyos. Ang paraiso para sa akin. Sibuyas? Lemongrass? Lemongrass, okay. Pwede? Okay, salamat. Yeah, lemongrass. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you know what this is. Delicious for cooking. Marunong ako mag-Bisaya pero gamayra.
Lemongrass English.
Oh, lemongrass. Oh.
Tanglad.
Tanglad.
Bisaya.
Lami kaayo?
Para sa isda.
Oh.
Tinula.
Usab para sa lechon manok. Sa loob sa manok, sa loob sa baboy. Oh, yeah.
Baligya sa maasin.
No.
Tinda.
Oh, this one, yeah. Oh, you're gonna sell in the mercado? Oh, okay.
Tomorrow.
Malapit sa Gaisano. Oh, okay. Good luck. I hope you make daghang kwarta.
Mayra.
Oh. Daghang suki. Here, I'll just zoom in. Show that bolo there. That's called lagarao. There's many kind of bolo here in the Philippines. Lagarao, sundang, amul. Okay, salamat. Amping.
Butong.
Oh, naa? Oh. Okay, salamat. Wow. All right, we're gonna have coconut juice now. Butong. Okay, salamat. Bye-bye. Okay, so we'll go back down now. We have butong, coconut harvested for the tree. This is the one good for eating the coconut meat, drinking the juice. When it's on the tree and you harvest it off the tree, gets lubi. I think lubi only if that's when you're harvesting for copra. Like this is not lubi, this is really only called butong. If you're gonna harvest, if it's on the tree and you harvest, that's lubi. Once you harvest already, lugi. And then the meat inside, if I remember correctly, when it's still soft, like for you to make buko salad, that's nyog. I have to ask Nora because I get confused of which stage is which. Then copra, if it's the older one, gonna be dried or dried already. And yeah, if there's more, I can't remember. You can probably see there's all kinds of cassava. See all the cassava here? This thing zoomed out. Sorry guys. Anyway, there's the view again. I love this view up here. I would totally build a house where that kamalig is if this were my hill. And those people are so nice. I've been up here a few times before and they're always so friendly. I really love it here. You know, here we have something here called hinay hinay. The word hinay means slow, or hinay hinay, slowly. Like if somebody's like going down this hill like right now, they're gonna say dong, hinay hinay dong, peligro. Slowly, slowly dong. Dong is like for a boy. Dai or indai is for a girl. Hinay hinay, slowly, peligro, dangerous, like in Spanish, peligroso. But hinay hinay also has a dual meaning, like for your lifestyle, kind of like don't worry, be happy, chill, take it easy, relax, you know. Hinay hinay for a lifestyle. And the hinay hinay life is pretty awesome. It's funny how the culture just permeate everything that permeates from the culture in your life, and even in the martial arts, doing arnis, like it's part of arnis, and arnis is part of that, and it's all like interwoven. It's like even in martial arts, not to get too geeky on you guys, but you know, like with Japanese martial arts, karate and jiu-jitsu and aikido and all these things, and the Japanese culture is so important in that, and taekwondo and Korean culture and so on. And I always knew that like Philippine culture and history and things would be an important part in doing that, but I never really realized the full impact until living here permanent full-time type living. I'm gonna, hi cows, moo moo. And it's just been amazing. But for me, you know, being out here, provinciano, living in the province, this is really what living in the Philippines is all about. And I've done things like planting rice and with the harvesting the copra and drying the copra, and not actually done the harvesting of the abaca myself, but been there while they were doing the harvesting of the abaca. And it's amazing. It's an amazing life. It's an amazing adventure. Sometimes I think they think I'm a little crazy, like what's so amazing about this? You know, and for me, I'm always eyes wide open looking at all these things, and to them it's boring because they've seen it all their life, and to them amazing would be like New York City. But for me, this is incredible. And I told Pastor, I said, you know, I want to be like Paul when Paul talks about that he's been once, you know, going to be poured out like a drink offering unto the Lord. He's finished his life, finished the race, serving Jesus Christ. And that's my goal and my plan, is to spend the rest of my life here with Nora as both of us serve the Lord together, and trying to bring Jesus Christ to the people here in the Philippines that don't know him, and do good works, because James said faith without works is dead. You know, a true relationship with Jesus Christ always manifests itself in good works. And it doesn't mean just like going around doing good deeds just to do them. You do them because they're based in love. It's because God loved us, and God is love, and we're supposed to love the brethren, the members of the household of faith, as Paul calls them, and our neighbors, and even our enemies, Jesus said. That's the tough part. Even for me, you know, you got to think about loving your enemies, but meaning you have to love everyone. And the demonstration, like it says in the Bible, about not loving only in word and in tongue, but in deed and in truth. Oh, here comes a tricycle. Is this one of my neighbors? I can't see the number. I don't have my glasses on. 1061. Yep, this is one of my neighbors. He lives up behind me and Nora. Mahjong hapon! Here, I'll show you a couple interesting things. That other road you saw going to the left, sorry, that also goes in the same barangay, Barangay Ahag, but it's on, the water flow splits our barangay in half. So that goes to the other side. This is a pit, kind of like the pit in the Tapahan, but they make coconut charcoal, uling inside. You see the cover with the banana leaves and the husk from the body of the banana tree, and inside that's smoldering to make the charcoal. Here's the meat. This is the core of the banana tree where they peeled off the skin to use as a cover there. And this Tapahan, they were drying copra the other day a little bit. I saw the lady and I was talking to her about it, but I didn't have my camera. So here you can see the husks, the shells. It was all laying up here. You can still smell it. I love the smell of the dried copra. It smells so good. It kind of reminds me of the smell sort of like roasted almonds. So, get my butong. I think I'm going to give this thing away. I do have a knife I could open this with. We'll see. We'll see what Nora says when I get home. Mahjong hapon! Here's a bridge they fixed recently. This was not cemented. It was just dirt and it was eroding away. And there's that mountain. I've climbed that mountain a few times going up towards, there's a road back there that goes to a place called Cagnitawan, which is famous for waterfalls. I took a long walk up there and back one day taking pictures that I can show you later on. Maybe the whole trip was like 21 kilometers. Maybe like, I don't know, 12 miles, something like that. More banana trees. Oh, there's a guy that grows pineapples up here. I'm going to show you the pineapples. I saw a little baby one the other day, further up the road too. Bamboo. There's one of my neighbors, kamalig, made of bamboo. Where's the, wait, I want to show you lagnob. Hold on. Let me find, there's some lagnob. Here. This is another herbal. If you have like muscular pain, these leaves here, if you have like muscular pain, aches and pains, you take them and you wash them and you put them on your skin and you leave them for anywhere from a few minutes to several hours to overnight, depending. And they relieve the pain. I've used them. It works. Nora knows a lot about all this herbal stuff because, you know, they can't really be affording to go to the doctor and pay medicine all the time, pay for medicine. Mahjong hapon! That's my neighbor Ernest, the guy, the driver. He's pretty cool, very hard-working guy. Let's see if there's any. Oh yeah, I see pineapples. Let's go take a look, look at some pineapples. Hold on. There's a little one, not even close to being ready to eat yet. Here's another one. Yep. And another little baby one. Oh, there's a bigger one. That one's pretty close. That's just about right. They don't get real big. And they're super, super sweet. So sweet. They make your teeth hurt. There's another one back here. Let's see. That one's pretty close to being ready. Yeah, they are super, super sweet. So, there's more stuff to see. So, making the way. Hapon! Mahjong hapon, day. Kamusta? Okay ra? Ako pod. And here this lady has, I call them lovebirds. Nora said they're not lovebirds, so I'm sure she's right, but there's a couple of the people up here that have these birds. It's so funny, when they go to sleep at night, they hang upside down like they're dead. They look like they're dead, hanging upside down when they're asleep. And the ubiquitous rooster. We see the motorcycles going by like that. Some are just the owners, just regular private citizens, but some are hobble drivers. Hobble is like a motorcycle taxi. So you have different modes of transportation. Dong, kamusta dong? It's so funny, they see the camera and they're shy. If I don't have this camera, oh, they're all talking to me, coming up to me. There's some more lagnob. But you have LRT in Manila, which is like the subway. Then there's buses, jeepneys, multi-cabs, which are like a newer, smaller version of a jeepney. Tricycles are also known as motor cabs. And then hobble. There's the petty cabs, something like in New York City, but they're called put. Have those in Masin. I've seen a couple in Macrohon. This is a piggery. They don't have any pigs in it, I don't think, right now. They had a bunch. They had like 12, but I think they sold them all. They were raising pigs. You can make good money, but I found out the best way is not. Oh, here's some goats. A neighbor that has goats. She lives down the hill where we just came from. These are her goats. Meh! Don't bother me, I'm busy eating. There's a mother. Oh, there's the mother up there. There's a mother and there's like 4 children. They're all kids. Haha, get it, kids. Me and Nora are thinking about doing this next time when I come back, because you don't have to buy any antibiotics, any feed, nothing. You just tie them up, let them eat grass. And they don't produce a lot of meat, but people are really crazy about buying them when they know you're going to sell or butcher. You can make money. And with the pigs, I found out you don't make much money if you grow them all the way big size, like to roast, Ichon. Oh, here's a baby pineapple. You don't make much money that way. You sell them when they're aslonon, when they're like the baby pigs that people want to buy to grow into the big ones, like the 70-kilo ones. That's how you make your money. But I'm not interested in raising pigs. But goats we could do. Goats would be interesting. Magandang hapon. Sir, hapon sir. Hello. Video para sa akong pamilya sa US. Akong anak. Ubos. Yeah. Anggasa. Nay. Oh. Akong butong. Sir. They see me carrying my butong, so they want to know about it. Why do I have it? Where did I get it? It's cute because everybody, especially I'm the only foreigner that's ever lived up here, the only one they've ever spoken to, the only one they know. So they're always really curious and like watch everything I do, listen to everything I say, observe everything. And it's not nosy, it's really like curiosity. Majong hapon. Tulo guapo.
What is that?
Video. Para sa akong pamilya sa US. Remembrance. Walking tour. Lakaw-lakaw sa barangay.
Nice.
Salamat. Hapon. So now we're getting closer to where me and Nora live. So on the right, you're going to see the chapel, the Catholic chapel coming up. Then the Barangay Hall with the basketball court and the covered area. We just call it covered area. And then our house, where we rent. So here's the chapel. They've been renovating this the past few weeks. Painted all the grills and made the new facade inside. There. That was different before. It's fancy schmancy now compared to what it used to look like. And here's the kindergarten, preschool. That's the new one. This one behind it's the old one. It says daycare, but it was like kindergarten and preschool and stuff like that. The Barangay Hall. Hello. Kamusta day? Okay, Ra? Okay. And the covered area. And here's a map of the barangay. And here's some pictures of stuff that's been going on lately. When they built the preschool and doing the cementing of the road. And assembly, barangay day, meetings, flag raising, tree planting, senior citizen week. Good afternoon. Kamusta ka mo? Ako pod. Okay ra, salamat sa Ginoo. Hello. There's Big Boy. Big Boy. His real name is Bruno. Hey, Big Boy. And this is Chili. Whoop. Big Boy. Big Boy. Big Boy. Okay. And this is the house we rent. That's a sorry story in front. Sorry store in front. But we don't use it. The family that owns it uses it for storage. They excavated this area here because they're going to build a big covered basketball court and gym. That's our neighbor drying some firewood there. There's Big Boy again. Big Boy. And Chili. Okay. And this is going into our place. All right, beat it. You're not coming in. All right. Here. And first I'll put down the butong here. Here's Nora's citronelle. I don't remember the name of this one. Then going back, this had big white flowers that look like cat's whiskers. This is called in Chinese quachichao, or in Filipino balbaspusa, and it's a herbal, like for UTI and stuff. You boil the leaves, you make a tea. That's some more pandan. Rochelle, here is the violet chili plant. Then I'm bringing you seeds. It had flowers. Nora said she saw flowers, but we have a real problem. There's a little bird, it's something like a hummingbird, and ants and other insects that eat the flowers. We got a few chilies off this thing. It had a bunch more flowers, and the flowers were gone. And this was covered, the quachicha was covered with flowers yesterday. Now they're all gone. Here's our tomatoes. We had bought tomatoes at the market, ate the tomatoes, saved the seeds, planted the seeds. This is earth that I got from near the water flow, no rocks. And then I got a bunch of horse manure. Some of the guys, the copra farmers, have horses, so I go and get the manure. That's what's in those plastic bags. And mix the manure and growing our tomato plants. Get a better view here, hold on. So hopefully very soon, well, I won't be here because I'm leaving in a few days, but hopefully very soon Nora will be having tomatoes. Buy the chili plant again. And oh, here's another, I'll zoom in on, there's another citronella. Nora took a sprout off the one. We're trying to grow more and more and more of that to put all over the house because we have a bad mosquito problem. Well, not a bad mosquito problem, I shouldn't say bad, but any mosquito problem is a bad problem as far as I'm concerned. But we have mosquitoes and we want the citronella to take them away. And here's a baby lizard. Here's a baby, don't hide, I want to try to get you in the video. There you are. There you are, whoops. These are all over the house and they eat mosquitoes, so we're happy to have them. And we have like Mama and Papa, they're gigantic, they're huge, they're like 12 inches long each, pretty big. Inside the house, if I can get them on the video, I'll show you. Okay, so that's it for the video this time. Daghang salamat kaayo. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much, everybody. And as always, I'm Ping Kanunay. Take care. God bless. See you next time. Bye now. Nice.